Welcome to What's Happening with the X. The X in this video is Aquarius. We're going to take a look at your ex Aquarius and see what's going on in their life. Anything that we can see, I will relate all messages to you as I always do. Keep in mind, if you are in the soulmate journey, this it does coordinate with the soulmate journey that I post weekly. So that'll help you even more get a better idea of what's going on in your life. And sometimes we're dealing with a soulmate we don't even know that we are. So you could check that out and see how it applies in your life. Okay, so they want me to stop here. We have the Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Now I'm also going to pull some clarifying cards so that we can get a little more in detail. That way I'm actually looking at specific things for you to be able to relate to. And here we go. So we have the World card, the Sun card, the Knave of Swords, and the Knight of Chalice. So the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, heart pain, something that took place that really hurt your ex Aquarius. It hurt them very, very deeply. This could be that they found out that you as their partner had somebody else, or they actually had somebody else. What I'm really seeing though is it may be them. The Four of Pentacles is a person who's holding back. I see this card. I like these cards. They're very good for love. This person is looking a wee bit arrogant, okay? And they're dealing with somebody much younger than they are. It's almost like this person holds back their feelings, doesn't open up and share. The Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. So it's holding back on emotions, holding back on opening up, and actually expressing and sharing how they feel, how they think about the other person. There may be some arrogance, to me, is associated with this card. You know, arrogance, in my opinion, is what a person does when they feel they lack in that area. So they'll close off and they act arrogant, like, yeah, you're not good enough for me. But in truth, they really have insecurity, which is why they truly hold back. The Three of Wands is actually when we pick a path and we've made a decision, we've taken action on it, and we're waiting for our ships to come in. Now, here's what's kind of cool. We have the World card. The World card is all about successfully completing a cycle in our life, starting a brand new chapter in our life. So that's really good. Now this card is associated when there's distance, and so is the Three of Wands. This typically is a physical distance, but it can sometimes indicate, in specific personal situations, it can indicate the emotional distance. But I'm thinking you guys live far apart. Yeah, they said yeah. So for this group of the ex-Aquarians, you guys don't live close to each other. Because of this heartbreak, this heart pain, this is all negative thinking, okay? The Three of Swords is the negative aspect of a third-party situation. This can mean that they had another person in their life, which is why they were holding back from you. This can indicate they didn't heal over somebody in their past. Still, they didn't open up. They were holding back. They didn't share with you. Now, the Sun card is all about illumination. This is about healing and growth on every level within ourselves. This is about a new beginning, an opportunity. Anything that was hidden is going to come to light throughout this 1 to 2 week time frame with your ex Aquarius. They're going to see the light, so to speak, right? They're going to be able to understand what they did wrong in the relationship with you. They're going to also see whatever you did wrong. So this enlightenment comes from both sides, not just one. They may be searching on social media, checking out what's going on in your life, because you guys may have had a really difficult ending. This can be communication coming in, a message coming in. This is about thoughts. This is about communication. This communication would come via internet. So we're looking at text message, email from them to you, or it could be you to them. But somebody is coming forward to express their love. This is the Knight of Cups. So the Page of Cups is a very immature way to say, hey, I don't really know how to love, but I think I want to give it a try. I'm going to give it a go. This is when they graduate and mature a little bit. They're not the King or the Queen of Cups, but they're better at understanding what love is truly about the reciprocity, about being able to open up and feel a little bit of that vulnerability that's associated with love, right? Because love is all about being vulnerable. It's about trusting that a person is not going to do this to us and this. So your ex-Aquarian right now is really seeing the light of what they did wrong, how they held back from you, and how this third-party situation, whether it be a real person or just the emotional attachment to this other person, shut them down. They're making a choice, and then they're going to reach out to you. This is them reaching out to you. So by the end of the second week, some of you, not all of you, are going to hear from your ex-Aquarian, where they're going to communicate to you. And this does represent the sign of air signs. So they are going to communicate some message to you. This is an offer to start over again. However, it is a knight, it's not a king. So they may kind of just fly in there real quick and contact you via social media, like Facebook, or just send you an email or a text. But this is an offer of love. It is an apology with it, but I don't see that they're going to be very flamboyant about the apology. They aren't going to go into a lot of detail. There's simply more, okay, I understand what I did wrong. I'm sorry for that. Can we start over? You know, kind of real brief and quick is what I'm being shown. And this is going to lead them into a new path. Again, whatever was hidden is going to come to light. They're going to tell you what took place in their life, why they were holding back, whether this was a real person or the memory of they didn't get closure. But it's, again, not going to be a ton of detail. So they are going to exert effort to communicate with you. They want to start a new chapter in their life. They want to close out all this old stuff and start a brand new chapter. And they are going to be successful with this. And for some of you, like I said, it looks like they will communicate with you to start a new beginning. They want you in this next chapter of their life, which is pretty cool for those of you who've been waiting for this, or hoping. Let's not waiting, but hoping, giving it up to God. If it's meant to be, it'll come back around, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yeah. So let's take a look at what their hopes and fears are. And we have the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So they want the permanent relationship. This is creating a stable foundation in all areas of our life. This is the healing that they are going to go through, or have gone through, actually. This is that enlightenment that I'm speaking of, where the healing is done. The universe has helped them to overcome this right here and to take action. This is creating the base foundation for a long-term permanent relationship. And Pentacles represent everything on the material plane. So this is what they want. They want financial security. They want the love in a secure way. The passion. They want everything in a very secure way, knowing that if I open up to you, if I'm naughty, you're not going to leave me. Okay, we'll be able to discuss it in a mature way, although they aren't quite there yet. They're getting there. What will really bring them up to the king is you responding to them. That's what's going to make them really open up to the king level rather than the knight. Because this is indicating they could run away again. So if you do not communicate with them, they're going to run away. They will. If you communicate to them and it's in an open, loving way on your end, then they'll mature also. But we are dealing with some heartbreak. Now, again, this could be on your end. It could be on their end. But what they truly desire is this. They want the permanency. They want the long-term relationship. The Eight of Swords is feeling trapped and stuck. This is being stuck in our negative thinking pattern. These swords indicate the negativity that is surrounding your ex-Aquarius. This is negative aspect here. So what they're hoping for is that long-term permanent relationship. What they're fearing is they won't be able to come forward and share it. But yet, I think it's more that they fear you won't. They're still not completely healed, although it is coming to a close. They definitely are doing that. It's like just this last episode of fear. Fear that I may get sidetracked. I may not be able to become the king. Yeah, fear that you won't be able to let go. You'll be stuck in the past of whatever took place. You know, they were holding back and it hurt you. It hurt you. Of course it did. Because you were open with them, is what I'm seeing. You were open, you were honest, you shared how you felt, and you felt from their lack of contribution, you felt like they were looking down on you. And they really weren't. They were looking down on themselves. They were not seeing them in a full capacity. It's almost like they saw you up here and them down here. Again, this is about arrogance. This is about somebody holding back because they don't want to be hurt. So this is fear on both ends. So this is the current energy for the next 1 to 2 week time frame of what is going on in your ex-Aquarius's life. And what we're going to do now is go to Vimeo and look at what actually is blocking them, the advice and outcome from the universe to them, and where it's headed in the following 1 to 2 week time frame. When you go to Vimeo, please scroll all the way down to the bottom and select the correct zodiac and date that we're looking at here so you don't pick the wrong one. Also, check out the soulmate journey. That can help you a lot with this if you're on that journey. Thank you for watching and much love.